I love getting to know people in these networking groups. That's definitely the best part. There are some great people who do step up and take care of things and advance the organization. So that's probably the number one thing. And I've really formed some great friendships with people. Word spreads about you, especially if you do a good job, especially if you're driven and ambitious and can get things done. People will notice you, and not just notice you for that group itself, but also notice you for a professional opportunity. I went to a networking event one time and I walked in, and it was one of those, I didn't want to go, I was late, it was raining, it was downtown, and I walked in the door and I saw a client and she said, "Oh, I'm so glad you're here. We just did a media plan this morning for our project. I didn't include radio, but now that I see you, I will." And it was one of those, it was sight unseen. If I was not in her face that morning, she never would have put us in the plan. And it was the first of many, many big projects that we had done together. I think it's important to try as many things as you can and lend as many talents as you have to give to these organizations. And I would say just get out there. Just go to as many events as you can. There are a lot of free events or very inexpensive events, especially around DC. And if you can get to them, go. Don't be shy. You know, it's hard. I'm not a shy person, but I've worked with a lot of shy people who have had a hard time going to events, and they sort of either cling on to you or find one person and talk to them the entire time. I would say try to reach out to as many people as you can without being too much of a schmoozer where you're just passing out cards. I think it's important to have several decent conversations with people, and so they'll remember you. One thing about networking is it's always hard to get out to events. It's always, especially if it's in the middle of the day or in the evening, you're always rushing to get stuff done. It's so easy to not go. It's so easy to just go home at the end of a day or to have lunch at your desk. But when you come back, 99% of the time, you're glad you went. And so I would say if you're hesitating to go to something, just go. It's a great break for you mentally. You'll learn something professionally. You'll meet some great people, and you'll have that networking capability that you don't always have. You have to actually go out there and get that. It's never going to come to you. So the more you give, the more you receive when you network.